There is something nobody tells you about getting older. It is not just the wrinkles or the gray hair. It is waking up each morning feeling a little more stiff, a little more tired, and wondering when simple things like tying your shoes or opening a jar became so difficult. Studies show that nearly half of adults over 65 live with daily joint pain or inflammation, and yet so few know that real relief might be sitting right in their kitchen. In today's video, we are going to explore 5 natural foods that have been shown to ease inflammation, nourish your body, and help you move more freely without relying on endless pills or complicated treatments. If you care about living better, feeling stronger, and staying independent longer, I would love for you to like this video, subscribe to Nutrition for Seniors, and tap the bell so you never miss a simple tip that could change your life. Let's begin with the first healing food you can start enjoying today. 1. Lentils, a simple food that could change how you feel every day. Have you ever had one of those mornings where you sit at the edge of your bed, stretching your hands, rolling your ankles, and wondering when everything started to feel so stiff? It sneaks up on us little by little. The joints that used to move with ease now ache. The hands that once braided hair or fixed broken toys now hesitate. But what if I told you that help might already be waiting for you tucked away on a simple grocery store shelf? Lentils, they are small, plain, nothing fancy to look at. You might pass them by without a second thought. But inside these little legumes is a powerhouse of healing that can make a real steady difference for anyone living with arthritis. First and foremost, lentils are packed with plant-based protein. And why does that matter so much? Because your muscles are the unsung heroes supporting your joints every single day. When muscles are strong and nourished, they take pressure off your joints, easing pain and stiffness. Many people turn to meats for protein, but red meat and other heavy animal products often come with a hidden cost inflammation. Lentils offer the muscle-building protein your body needs without stirring up more swelling or discomfort. But there's more to the story. Lentils are a wonderful source of magnesium, a mineral that quietly supports your body in ways you might not even notice until it is missing. Magnesium works like nature's muscle relaxer, helping to ease tightness, calm, nerve sensitivity, and reduce morning stiffness. If you wake up feeling like your body is one big knot, your magnesium levels could be part of the reason. And then there's potassium. You might not think about potassium very often unless someone mentions bananas, but potassium plays a vital role in helping your body balance fluids. When we eat too much sodium, especially from processed foods, our bodies hold on to extra water, leading to swelling in the joints. That puffy, uncomfortable feeling in your fingers or knees, potassium helps sweep that extra sodium away, naturally bringing down the swelling and giving your joints some much-needed relief. Fiber is another quiet hero in lentils. We often hear about fiber for digestion, but it also plays a big role in controlling inflammation. When you eat a meal that spikes your blood sugar, your body responds by releasing inflammatory chemicals. Over time, those spikes can wear down your joints, worsening pain and stiffness. Lentils are rich in fiber, which helps slow down how sugar enters your bloodstream, keeping things steady, balanced, and calm. And if that were not enough, lentils are loaded with folate, also known as vitamin B9. Folate helps lower levels of homocysteine, a substance in the blood linked to inflammation and joint problems when it gets too high. Keeping homocysteine levels in check is like giving your body a little extra layer of protection against arthritis pain. Now, you might be wondering, how hard is it to add lentils to your meals? The answer is it could not be easier. Unlike other beans that require soaking overnight, lentils are ready to cook with just a simple rinse. Simmer them in water or broth for about 20 to 30 minutes, and they are good to go. You can add them to soups for a hearty, comforting meal. Make a simple lentil salad with a little olive oil and lemon, or toss them into a stew with carrots, onions, and a pinch of turmeric for an extra anti-inflammatory boost. If you are trying to cut back on meat, lentils make a great substitute in tacos, wraps, and even homemade veggie patties. Their mild flavor means they soak up whatever seasonings you love most, whether that is garlic, cumin, paprika, or a squeeze of fresh lemon. Another wonderful thing about lentils is how gentle they are on the stomach. Many people find that other beans can cause bloating or discomfort, but lentils are much easier to digest. They give you all the benefits without the unpleasant side effects, which means you can enjoy them regularly and consistently. And let's not forget about cost. A bag of lentils usually costs just a few dollars and can last for several meals. You do not have to buy fancy supplements or expensive specialty foods. Healing does not always have to come with a high price tag. Sometimes it comes in the form of a simple, humble food, like lentils prepared with a little love and care. One small change, like adding lentils to your meals 2 or 3 times a week, can build over time into something truly powerful. Imagine waking up with less stiffness. Imagine walking a little farther without pain. Imagine feeling a little more like yourself again. It does not have to be a dream. It can start with something as simple as what is on your plate. If you find this helpful, just type "great" in the comments to let us know you are with us. We love hearing your thoughts and stories because we are all walking this path of healing together. Now, let's move on to the next simple food that can help bring comfort and strength back to your life. 2. Chickpeas, the tiny powerhouses your joints have been waiting for. Have you ever opened your pantry, looked at a can of chickpeas and thought, what could you possibly do for me? It is funny how some of the most powerful things are often the ones we overlook. A soft rain that brings a garden back to life, a few kind words that lift a heavy heart, and yes, a simple little chickpea that can quietly work wonders for aching joints. Chickpeas, sometimes called garbanzo beans, have been a part of traditional diets for thousands of years, and for good reason. Packed inside each tiny bean is a wealth of nutrients designed by nature to help your body heal, strengthen, and thrive, especially when it comes to managing arthritis. Let's start with the basics. Chickpeas are loaded with plant-based protein. When you are living with arthritis, protecting and building muscle becomes more important than ever. Muscles act like shock absorbers for your joints. The stronger they are, the more pressure they take off your knees, hips, hands, and shoulders. And the beauty of chickpea protein is that it strengthens without inflaming. Unlike red meats that can stir up inflammation, chickpeas deliver the nourishment your body needs in a way that calms and soothes, but that is just the beginning. One of the real hidden treasures in chickpeas is their richness in polyphenols. These are natural compounds that act like tiny bodyguards inside you, fighting off damage from free radicals. Think of free radicals like little sparks that over time can burn and damage the inside of your body, leading to more inflammation and joint pain. The polyphenols in chickpeas help put out those sparks before they can do real harm. And while we are talking about hidden gems, let's not overlook vitamin C. Chickpeas provide a healthy boost of this essential nutrient, and that matters more than you might think. Vitamin C is crucial for the production of collagen, the cushioning material that keeps your joints smooth and flexible. As we age, our natural collagen production slows down. Without enough collagen, joints start feeling stiff, creaky, and sore. Eating foods rich in vitamin C like chickpeas gives your body the building blocks it needs to keep your joints gliding instead of grinding. Chickpeas also bring plenty of magnesium to the table. Magnesium helps relax tight muscles, supports strong bones, and eases nerve tension. If you are finding it harder to get comfortable at night, waking up stiff, or dealing with sore muscles on top of aching joints, more magnesium could make a real difference. Plus, magnesium helps you sleep better, and we all know how crucial good rest is for healing and recovery, especially as the years go by. Then there is fiber. Sweet, simple fiber. When you think about fiber, you might think of digestion, and that is certainly part of it. But fiber also plays a starring role in managing blood sugar levels. Every time your blood sugar spikes after a meal, it can trigger an inflammatory response in the body, making arthritis symptoms worse. Chickpeas, being naturally high in fiber, help slow down the release of sugar into your bloodstream, keeping things steady, balanced, and calm. The more stable your blood sugar, the less inflammation you are likely to experience, and that means happier joints. Now you might be wondering, how can you actually add chickpeas to your meals without it feeling like a chore? The truth is, chickpeas are incredibly versatile. You can enjoy them mashed into a creamy hummus, tossed into vibrant salads, or roasted until crispy for a snack that is far healthier and more satisfying than any bag of chips. You can stir them into soups, blend them into stews, or mix them with colorful veggies and spices. For a hearty stir-fry, chickpeas even work beautifully in curries, adding a rich, comforting texture without the heaviness of meat. If you enjoy baking, chickpea flour is a wonderful gluten-free alternative for breads, pancakes, or even cookies. Another beautiful thing about chickpeas, they are easy on your wallet. A few cans or a bag of dried chickpeas cost just a few dollars and can stretch across many meals. If you are using canned chickpeas, just give them a good rinse under cool water to wash away the extra sodium. If you choose dried chickpeas, soaking and cooking them yourself can save even more money and gives you full control over the flavor. The truth is sometimes when you are living with arthritis, it feels like the world is getting smaller. You move a little less. You stay home a little more. Simple joys like gardening, walking to the park, or playing with grandkids can start to feel out of reach. But it does not have to stay that way. Little changes like adding chickpeas to your meals a few times a week can start to rebuild what arthritis tries to take away. More strength, more comfort, more freedom to do the things you love. No, chickpeas are not a miracle cure, but they are a gentle, consistent step in the right direction. And sometimes the best journeys begin with the simplest first step. If you find this helpful, just type "great" in the comments to let us know you are with us. Your voice matters here. Together we can keep learning, growing, and building a life full of strength and hope. Now let's discover the next simple food that can help soothe your joints and lift your spirit. 3. Tofu, the gentle giant for your joints. Think back for a moment. Do you remember a time when you could move without thinking, when standing up from a chair or bending down to tie your shoes was just a part of everyday life? It is easy to take those small freedoms for granted until one day they start slipping away little by little. But here is the good news. Some of that freedom can be rebuilt, and sometimes it starts with a simple food like tofu. Tofu has been a staple in many cultures for hundreds of years, quietly offering strength, nourishment, and healing. It might not look like much at first glance, a pale block soft and plain, but inside tofu holds a treasure chest of nutrients that your body, especially your aching joints, deeply needs. One of the most powerful things about tofu is that it is a complete source of plant-based protein. That means it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair muscles, bones, and connective tissues. This matters more than ever as we age. When our muscles weaken, our joints have to carry more of the burden. But when our muscles stay strong, they act like sturdy scaffolding, supporting our joints and making every step, every stretch just a little easier. Tofu gives you the high-quality protein your body craves without the inflammatory side effects that often come with red meat. But protein is just the beginning. Tofu is also one of the few plant-based foods that naturally provide omega-3 fatty acids. Those healthy fats you have probably heard are good for your heart. What many people do not realize is that omega-3s are just as important for your joints. They help calm inflammation from the inside out, easing swelling and stiffness, so you can move more freely. While many people turn to fish for omega-3s, tofu offers a wonderful alternative if you are looking for a plant-based or lower-cost option. And we cannot talk about tofu without mentioning its calcium content. Strong bones are essential for strong joints. If your bones become brittle, your joints lose the support they need to function properly. Tofu provides a rich, dairy-free source of calcium, helping you maintain bone strength without having to rely on milk or cheese, which can sometimes trigger inflammation in sensitive individuals. Even better, many brands of tofu sold in the United States are fortified with vitamin D. Vitamin D is like the gatekeeper that helps your body absorb calcium properly. Without enough vitamin D, all the calcium in the world will not do much good. And here is something important to remember. As we get older, our ability to make vitamin D from sunlight decreases, meaning it becomes even more important to get it from our food. Choosing tofu that is fortified with vitamin D is a simple way to give your bones and joints the extra support they need to stay resilient. But tofu's gifts do not stop there. It is also rich in compounds called isoflavones, natural plant chemicals that have been shown to reduce inflammation and even improve joint flexibility. Some studies suggest that people who eat soy foods regularly report less joint pain and better range of motion, especially in cases of rheumatoid arthritis. Isoflavones work gently, helping the body balance itself rather than forcing quick but temporary relief, like some medications do. Now, you might be thinking, tofu sounds great, but how do I actually eat it? That is a fair question. And the good news is, tofu is one of the most versatile foods you can find because it has a mild flavor. Tofu absorbs whatever seasonings and sauces you cook it with. It becomes a blank canvas for your favorite tastes. If you are new to cooking with tofu, start with extra firm tofu. Press out the excess water, slice it into cubes, and marinate it with a bit of olive oil, garlic, soy sauce, or lemon juice. Then bake it, pan fry it, or toss it into a stir fry with colorful vegetables. It will soak up the flavors and develop a beautiful, satisfying texture. If you prefer something softer, silken tofu is perfect for blending into smoothies, soups, or even dairy-free desserts, like puddings and creamy sauces. It adds protein and creaminess without adding heaviness. And here's another plus: tofu is budget-friendly and easy to store. You can find it in nearly any grocery store, and it keeps well in the refrigerator until you are ready to use it. For a few dollars, you can create nourishing meals that truly support your joints, your muscles, and your bones. Living with arthritis can sometimes feel like fighting a quiet battle every single day. A battle against pain, against stiffness, against the frustration of not moving the way you used to. But foods like tofu remind us that we are not powerless. We can nourish our bodies in ways that are kind, natural, and deeply healing. One meal at a time, one small choice at a time. It all adds up. If you find this helpful, just type "great" in the comments to let us know you are with us. Your journey inspires us, and we are honored to be walking this path with you. Now let's wrap up everything we have learned and talk about how small daily choices can make a big difference for your joints and your life. Before we wrap up, I would love to hear from you. If you believe in taking small, meaningful steps to protect your health and the well-being of those you love, just type "good" in the comments. It is a simple word, but it carries a powerful message of hope, strength, and choosing to care for yourself each and every day. Today, we explored 3 simple but powerful foods: lentils, chickpeas, and tofu, each offering natural support to ease inflammation, strengthen your body, and bring greater comfort to your joints. These foods are not magic pills. They are gifts from nature, offering a gentle and lasting way to nourish yourself from the inside out. Remember, you do not need to change everything overnight. True health is built on small, steady choices. Adding one new food to your meals, choosing a handful of better ingredients, or preparing a simple healing dish can set powerful changes into motion. Every step you take is a step toward greater strength, more freedom, and a richer, fuller life. Your journey to better health is not about perfection. It is about progress, patience, and self-kindness. And it all starts with one small decision today. If you enjoyed this video and found something helpful for your journey, I invite you to subscribe to Nutrition for Seniors. We are building a community where wisdom, care, and good health are celebrated every day. Do not forget to leave a comment below. Even a simple "good" lets us know you are here, taking steps to nourish yourself and inspire others too. We would love to walk this path together with you.